Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I will be talking about two mechanical keyboards. Both of them I use a lot, one at home and one at office, and I have been using them for over a year, and I guess that makes me pretty capable of judging them. And so first of all is the one I have called the daskeyboard. Its actual name is, let me read it from the packet. Here's the packet if you want to see. I reckon it's inverted in the front cam, but it's called daskeyboard. It's for professional MX Blue Switch clicky typing experience. It says German engineered MX Blue mechanical switches, cutting edge design with premium materials, dedicated media controls, 2 USB ports, extra long cable, detachable foot ruler. Yeah, I will talk about that. It has a specific feature that they mention here. Full N key rollover. I can work with Windows, Linux, Chrome, any operating system that you can throw at it, and it uses 1 USB port. Okay, and the back of the cover, it's like this. Looks good. So that's on. So I have it here. It's pretty heavy. You can replace this with your dumbbells and you won't feel the difference, but it is heavy though. It feels solid. That's the thing, it feels a solid keyboard. It's a full keyboard. Here you have the number keys, and here you have the other keys. So there is this dedicated sounds really good, dedicated volume control, and yeah, overall it feels really well built. And this is the ruler that they were mentioning, and here are the 2 USB ports. I guess this can come handy if you have a mouse that you want to plug in and you don't want to go all the way to your desktop, so this will come handy. And then there's this ruler that's detachable. You can detach it actually. Yeah, it is detachable, believe me, I have detached it. Now, since I have been using it for over a year, I do feel that as a build, as a functionality, as a full frame keyboard, it is pretty solid. The amount you have paid for it, I forgot how much I paid for it, but the amount you have paid for it, I think it's worth it. It has a bit typewriter-y sound. Which sometimes travels through the doors of your cubicles or through the walls of your cubicles if they're not very thick. I do have my office neighbor telling me that they can hear me typing, and I tried to recommending them mechanical keyboards. Yeah, but one thing that I felt that I should mention, and that I felt before, is that since it is pretty thick, so it is a bit lifted from your desk, and if you are typing for a longer duration, and if you are using different keys, then you might consider getting a wrist rest that will help you not have any pain in your wrist going forward. The things that I like, but you can't change the height of the keyboard, it's quite fixed, which I guess is for most of the keyboards. and you do get a ruler. So wait, I did need a ruler sometimes when I work at desk, and I forgot that this has ruler. Now this gives me good. Yeah, so I can use that ruler definitely at my work. Yeah, and I really like this keyboard, except for that wrist pad thing. Apart from that, it's a solid keyboard, and if you are considering getting a mechanical keyboard and you like that typewritery feel, definitely do consider this. So the next keyboard that I have is the Logitech K845, and this is a staple keyboard that I use for my home setup, not office setup. And I really, so far I have been using it for a year, and I really like this keyboard. There are a few features that I have gone over in the earlier videos, but I will go over again. To start with, it doesn't feel that heavy. You should not replace your dumbbells with this keyboard. So, and also the edges, so the edges or the width of the edges is less than the dask keyboard, which is good because it helps, because if you're typing and if you want to reach some keys, then the travel distance is less, which matters sometimes. And apart from that, yeah, it does have fixed length of the legs, so you can't adjust the heights. I guess that's fine for both of them. It is a bit low profile at this edge, as you can see from here. It is a bit low profile at this edge than the dask keyboard, and it has a different type of typing sound. So I have brown keys for these, so that's the keys that I went for when I got this keyboard originally. That's why they sound different from the blue keyboard, the dask keyboard. Also, right now it's not plugged in, but these keys, they actually glow, so it can help you type in the dark, which is definitely not an option with the dask keyboard. And also it has different patterns, so if you like it, you can change different patterns. Like it has a pattern that simulates breathing. It has a constant or random patterns all over. It doesn't have RGB though. That's fine with me, not a big RGB fan sometimes. And so this part is aluminium. So the top part of the base is aluminium, so it does give a pretty solid feel as well. And so far I do like, it doesn't have dedicated media controls, but I do like this keyboard. It has a more slender feel to it as compared to the dask keyboard. I do like this more than the dask keyboard. Both are solid keyboards, but in my home, since my desk space is pretty constrained and I have to work with a smaller area, I do like the compact feature of this keyboard and the different features that comes with it. And also, since the clicky feel of this is more smoothened out as compared to the dask keyboard, so at home, if your spouse is sleeping in the other room, she won't come and beat you if you use this late at night. Well, I haven't been beaten so far. Okay, yeah, so I think, yeah, so if you want to go for a keyboard, and depending on what's your typing experience, what's your typing travel distance when you type, and also yeah, on your preferences, I think you can choose either of them. Both of them are solid keyboards. However, for me, I personally like Logitech K845. K845, yeah. Hope this helped for some of you. There you go. That's all for today. But I will soon be back. So see you next time.